Hello, hi, welcome back to English Gurukul. Today I am going to discuss one of the most important news from the Times of India editorial. My friend, all of you have seen that I am holding a newspaper, the Times of India, and what is written today in the editorial part, what Twisa told us. And before just going deep into this matter, I would like to tell you something, that why have I chosen to discuss about the newspaper. Why have I decided? What is the reason behind it? Because I want you to improve your vocabulary. I want you to accelerate up your knowledge in the field of English language. I want you gearing up your expression. How can you structure sentences? Because unless and until you have any idea about the structures, the foundation of English language, so it never be possible for you to become outspoken. Are you getting my point? This was one of the main reason. It was my main focus to develop your structure or the foundation of English language. That is the reason I have decided to talk about the English editorials. That would be one of the most important initiative as far as my knowledge is concerned. So my friend, and those who have been preparing for the competitive exams, they need to have a lot of vocabulary. Unless they have the vocabulary, they might even stuck in the examination hall. But whenever they get to understand what would be the meaning of these editorial words, they get to understand how can they face the examination. And those who are the little students, those who are studying from class 1 to class 9, when they have these extraordinary ideas and the vocabularies, they will have a great opportunity. They will grab a great opportunity in their upcoming and forthcoming life. So that was my initiative to have chosen this editorial. Okay, so let's dive into this fact. What is written over there? What Twisa told us. That is the title of this. Have you seen? It is written there, what Twisa told us. Now, why this title have chosen like this? Why the writer have chosen the title? What would be the meaning of this title? First of all, I want to tell you how can I just go through this newspaper. First of all, I read the first passage of this news, then I explain it from myself. The explanation should be coming out from myself, not from anywhere else. Okay, it should be it is not just telling you for that yes, there is written something and I am just explaining it. Not, it cannot be done here. What need to be done? What is written there in that passage, I have to explain from myself. Whatever my knowledge concern regarding this issue or on pertaining to this matter, everything is going to be coming out from myself. Okay, not copying from somewhere else. Now, what is written there, my friend? What Twisa told us. What does it mean? It means that what Twisa, one girl, what the message we got from the girl Twisa. What did we learn from Twisa? That is the reason I think that writer has chosen this title. It is written that why do parents tell daughters to adjust to dowry demands or cruelty? Why? Or maximum number of parents. Why maximum number of parents ask their daughters to adjust or to tolerate the sufferings? Why? That was writer's intention, writer's attitude to understand about the society. The writers ask all the parents that why all the girls should take all responsibility, why they tolerate the sufferings, and also written tolerate the dowry demands. You know that dowry harassment is going on everywhere. So writer told us that why every time that a girl tolerate the sufferings, the dowry demand, the dowry system, the dowry cruelty. Cruelty means the cruel harassment, yes or no, is going on everywhere. So that is the reason I think that the writer have chosen this title. Why do parents tell daughters to adjust to dowry demands or cruelty? Yes or no? Every maximum number of the parents since their childhood, every girl when they are very young, since their childhood they were taught, it means that girls were taught to tolerate sufferings and the cruelty, or you can say the harassment of dowry. Next, it is written, 3 cases last week burst the bubble yet again for many who assumed India's getting ahead of its most regressive practice, dowry. It is said that last week it is found that the 3 cases had been found that 3 girls, all the cases were related to dowry system. These is the bad practice which is going on in India. Are you getting my point? So it is written, 3 cases last week burst the bubble. Burst the bubble, it means it breaks down the belief system. What kind of belief system it breaks down? That we think that India is getting ahead, India is progressive. Yes or no? India is progressive, India is developing. What we believe it. But this system, this dowry system has broken the belief. That still now the dowry system is going on in India. India is progressive. We believe that India is progressive. India is getting ahead beyond this evil system. Nowadays this system is going on. So it is a myth that India is developing or India is progressing. The writer says that most of the time, maximum number of time, we believe that India is progressing, India is developing, we are going ahead direction. But still now we have a bad spot, black spot. What kind of black spot? We have the dowry system. Next, it is written, how wrong were they? How wrong were they? What does it mean? It means that the person or the people who believe that dowry is disappearing is completely wrong. They are completely wrong. Still now it is going on. Next, it is written, Supreme Court will hear today suo motu Twisa Sharma's case, the young woman whose death in MP is less marked by grief. It is said that the Supreme Court of India, the highest court, has willingly decided to hear the case of Twisa without the consent of anyone, without any formal request. The court willingly decided to hear the case of Twisa. That is very interesting. And next, it is written, and she was from MP, and the young woman whose death in MP is less marked by grief. And today she is not only remembered with grief or with sadness. We can't remember her with sadness. It is written, and more by murky allegation and slander exchange between Twisa's marital and parental families. It is said that more murky allegations, a lot of false allegations has been told against her. Okay, a lot of false allegation, suspicious allegation has been marked against her. Everything was false. And slander exchange between the Twisa's marital and parental families. Nowadays, you know that the parental and the marital family. Marital means the husband's family, the Twisa's husband's family, and the Twisa's parents, and both of them fighting with each other. They accuse each other. Because of this reason, she commit suicide. The other 2 cases in UP and MP again, the approx 16 daily dowry deaths in India speak just one truth. That just another 2 cases had been happened in UP and MP again. It is said, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh, the approximately 16 dowry deaths. It means every day it is happening. The people commit suicide, the girls commit suicide, the bride commits suicide because of dowry system, because of dowry death, because of dowry customs. We need to stop it. Every day, approximately, it's a round figure, 16 daily dowry deaths is happening around across the country. That is the one really truth, dark truth. That's women's security for empowerment is not sum of parts which are markers of progress or modernity. It is said that yes, we have a lot of women's security. The Constitution of India has given the rights, each and every rights to women. It is said that women's security have, and also said that the empowerment also has been given to all the women. It doesn't assure that nothing is going, no problem will be going on in the near future. Yes, you know that it is said that which are markers for progress or modernity. It means that in modern society, we live in modern society. Yes or no, the Constitution of India has given the rights to all the women. They become modern. The education has been given to them. Everything is given to them. But still now, they are fall under the trap of harassment of dowry. Still now, they fall into the trap of dowry. And it is one kind of physical and mental pressure, mental torture for each and every woman. Next, it is written, my friend, that their education, professional achievements, financial security or prosperity, social profile, access to healthcare, awareness of rights, none of this help in the face of dowry demands, harassment, microaggressions, mental and physical torture, even murder. You know that all the women, they became educated, they became professional, they are, it is written, they have access to healthcare. All the female or the women, they get access to the healthcare, they get access to the education, they get access to the awareness, financial security, prosperity, everything has been given to them. But still now, they fall under the trap of dowry harassment, they fall under the trap of dowry custom. It is written dowry demands, and sometimes also they got murdered by their husbands. Women risk all of this as part of their marriage pact between two families, tragically even in love marriages as well. It is written that, my friend, right now, and why this case happened, why, what are the reasons? The writer blames, condemns, accuses the parents between the two parties, the bride as well as the grooms, because when the marriage, when they get ready to make an agreement between the two families, they make some agreements, yes or no, when to when marriages are going on, when let's take a situation when marriage will be held, or when the talk is going on or the dialogue is going on between the two families, they make some agreement. And what are these agreements? Most of the time the bride especially, she doesn't have any idea about this agreement. Maximum number of time the girl, the bride, she doesn't have any idea about this agreement, about the dowry agreements. And it is the main source of this, all these problems, because the two families, when they make some agreements or the pact, some treaty, when it is going on between the two families, and during that period of time, all the bride, all the girls, they trap into this harassment. It is said like this. Even also love marriages, even people love each other, but after marriage, they also, some girls also fall in this trap of this harassment of dowry. It is said like this: no rule perhaps bears as much as burden as the young bohu, trained and unconditional from childhood. Since their childhood, all the girls are taught to tolerate all the sufferings and cruelty. It was taught all the girls that you must be tolerant to every situation. Why? My question is, why all the girls should always tolerate this kind of sufferings and cruelty or the harassment of the husband? And they were trained since their childhood, and they were conditioned to believe that you must be tolerant in order to live peacefully in your upcoming life. It was taught to them, and it is written, dangerously to adjust is what endangers their life. And because of this dowry, their life become, they they put themselves in danger. So it is written about this in the editorial page. So whenever you come on to this point, I want to say you, my friend, those who have been preparing for the UPSC examination, unless you express yourself, when let's say it is my spoken communication, in written communication you also develop the grammatical aspects, because provided that let's say you just write down something, but unless you have the grammatical structures, so you never crack the examination. You must have good grammatical structures. Yes or no? And in order to speak fluently, in order to become outspoken, provided that you practice every day. Provided that you practice every day in order to become outspoken guys in English language. You know that in spite of having a lot of problems, hurdles and bad patches in their people life, they become outspoken. They become their personality become very charismatic. They become unflappable, composed. So you can also become. But if you want to learn it from yourself, and despite facing a lot of difficulties in my own career, but still I am learning, I am developing myself, and I want to improve myself. I want to accelerate up my knowledge. So I request to all of you, if you don't have sufficient amount of knowledge in grammar and the vocabulary, so join in my institute. Then I will give you some direction. Whenever you go into this direction, your life will be drastically and dramatically changed. Otherwise, every time you can see that you are derailing, you derail from the track. So that is my recommendation. So every day try to accelerate up yourself, try to go beyond your limitation. And how can you go beyond your limitation? Understanding the concepts. Okay, so thank you for today. Have a good day. Wish you all the best. Bye bye, tata. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.